Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me. This video is going to be kind of my all-encompassing holiday favorites type video. So I know I have done a lot of individual product reviews on the different holiday palettes and sets here over the past couple of months, but I know what's really helpful is when you start to get right down to it and get your shopping done, you want to know which one of those things was better than this other thing. So comparisons I do think really matter. If there continues to be holiday kits here and there that I have missed in this video, things that I still decide I want to try, I'm not gonna like refuse to try them after this video. But I do want to say two little announcements here for things to come. Things that won't be in this video that will probably be included in future videos. Number one, NYX has released a bunch of large palettes. I have them all. I feel really good about a lot of them actually, but I haven't gotten to actually try them and play with them yet. Those will be talked about in a future video. Also, Makeup Revolution. I have a bunch of Makeup Revolution palettes, so that will be a future video as well, not included in this video. But I'm gonna jump in, gonna try to keep my descriptions quick because I know a lot of these I have talked about before, some of them I haven't though. And in the second half of this video, I will focus on some under $25 favorites as well. But this first section, like kind of my high-end favorites, I'm gonna be recommending them basically in the order that I like them. So number one, number two, really my number one gift pick, and it's so funny because I think this was the first holiday item I reviewed this year on my channel. It's from The Balm and it's called the In the Balm of Your Hand palette. I said it in my review video and I still stand by it. I think this is one of the best palettes The Balm has put out in years. Basically what they're doing here is making a palette chock full of all kinds of things that already exist in their line. So classic items like Hot Mama blush and In-Stain blush, Cabana Boy blush, Bahama Mama bronzer, a couple of their cream products. You got a cream lipstick and something from the How About Them Apples palette, and then key eyeshadows from like the Shady Lady palettes, the Nude Tude palette, the Balm Jovi palette. It's great. Like these are really awesome shades. Also, Mary Luminizer is in here as well. While the blushes are smaller than full size, I still feel like they're totally generously sized. I love the particular shades that they've put in here. I really love that you've got like a rose gold, a dark plum, kind of an army green. This can be eyeshadow or highlight if you want it to be. It's really streamlined. The packaging is adorable. I love that it includes like the fronts of all kinds of classic products from The Balm. The quality also from the original products has not been watered down to this palette. It's all just top notch. As with all of this stuff, I will link to the products below. I will link to any related review videos or tutorials that I have below, but this is a total winner. If you're a fan of The Balm and you already own a lot of these things, it's a great way to kind of have it as a travel palette, or if you're trying to introduce somebody to this awesome brand, it would be a really nice gift. Another one of my tip-top favorites, you guys probably could have guessed this since I reference it in so many videos, it's the Too Faced Stardust palette by Vegas Nay. This is an amazing palette. I know it's not part of Too Faced's technical holiday collection, but spoiler alert here, there is nothing from that collection in this video. This is, I think, the prize from Too Faced for this year. The quality of the shadows is great. The configuration of the shadows is amazing. It's a really well thought out palette. I don't feel like anything in here is overly flaky, hard to work with. There's no dud shades, as I think I did find in some of their holiday kits. Really hot shades up here. I know people love the peachy, like warm brown thing. That's in here, so you can really anchor your look with those shades. Fun pops of purple, bronze, gold. There's a burgundy. It's just like my kind of shades in here. But I think what also makes this special and highly giftable is that this is basically a kit. So it comes with these really neat little cards that give you ideas for different looks you can do. They are shown in like step-by-step form, so it really makes it easy, and that's something I've totally used as I've played with this palette. And this is like a $45 thing with more extras added in. You've got this Nude Beam Glamour Dust, which is super shimmery. I hadn't messed with this for the longest time that I'd owned this palette, and it is gorgeous. You've also got a Shadow Insurance and a Better Than Sex mascara, so your eye look is pretty much covered with this palette. I love it. The other thing that's really right up there for me with the Vegas Nay palette in terms of eyeshadow is my Lorac Mega Pro 2. I also have a full video on this puppy. this did not disappoint at all. I loved what's in here. I love the color selection. You've got, of course, your top 2 rows that are all matte, your bottom 2 rows that are all shimmer. Some really unique shades thrown in here. I love the melon and tangerine and the forest green that are going on in the top row. You've got really classic, nice light brown crease shades as well. Lavender, purple, come to mama. I love those shades. And then down in the bottom, some really neat things happening with this olivine shade. I did a tutorial with that. I loved it. I was blown away by that color. For my metallic, like bronzy gold lovers, Penny is to die for. I mean, the textures in here are great. If you love your Lorac Pro palettes and you really want to expand your color selection, this I think is a must. Now there is a neat little face palette that really stood out to me as I was trying different things this season, and it's the Becca Afterglow palette. This is so nice for mixing and matching. You've got your 3 shimmering skin perfectors, aka highlights. You've got Moonstone, Rose Gold, and Topaz, and then 2 of their mineral blushes. This is Wild Honey and Flower Child. Everything in here, in my eyes, is a winner. Like, it's all usable. It's all able to be layered one on top of the next. You can get different looks all the time. No, these are not huge pans of product. They are the size of like their Ombre Rouge or Ombre Nudes eyeshadow palettes, but I have not had any problem getting a blush brush or a highlight brush into these. Wild Honey will surprise you and knock your socks off. That is great with either of these layered over the top. I kind of look at it this way. This is my pure highlight shade, and these are kind of my blush layering type colors. And you can layer these 2 blushes. A lot of times what I'll do is blend Pure Honey like all over the cheek and then give Flower Child as my little like fresh air kind of pop on the cheek like I've just been outside, put it right on the apple. Now my lip kit, I would say this is my lip kit of the year. This is from ColourPop, and this is the Vixen Lippy Sticks collection. The Lippy Sticks are really fun because when you get these collections, generally they give you a variety of finishes to play with. So you've got that. You've also got a spectrum of shades. And I will tell you, at first when I swatched all these out on my hands when I first got them, I wasn't so sure. Like, I knew there were a couple that I liked, but the others were like, okay, I'll have to see how those look on my lips. Turns out I love them all. Today for my look, I really combined the lightest and the darkest shades. I used Last Call, which is a cream formula, and this is just sort of a soft pink, a soft mauve type shade, really light though. So I used that all over the lips. And then I blended Plastics, which is this matte shade, really deep, rich berry. And that's what ends up giving me this slightly kind of purpley toned look to the lips, and I love that. Just to run you through the shades individually, Last Call, as I said, that soft mauve. It's got like that little hint of grayish look. I don't want to say there's gray in the color, but you know what I mean? It's like more of a muted mauve. It's not so like springy pink. Next shade is Ruffle. The best way I could describe that is a caramel color. That's a matte finish. Night Owl is a cream formula, a really vivid, like party fuchsia type shade. Jingle, they're giving you a red in here and they're giving it to you in matte form. Love it. Very, very classic red. Really enjoy that shade. 54 is a really rich berry and it's pearlized in the finish. And I love this because I like getting to wear a little bit of sparkle on my lips when it doesn't come off completely frosty looking, or something where the whole lip color is going to wear off and I'm left with glitter on my lips. This isn't like that. The sparkle is so fine, and I think it really makes this lip color appear even more brilliant on the lips. I really like that, actually. That surprised me. And then Plastics, a matte formula. Thank you for giving us matte on the darkest shade. I appreciate that, and this is going to be your purpley deep berry. And I do think these sets are kind of a nice presentation. There's where your products sit. You also get a mirror, and then they just magnetize shut like that. So that is the Vixen set. A little disclaimer for this set would be, if you're giving this to someone who generally always likes to stay in the same kind of color family, like always wears nudes or always wears like light pink or something like that, this may throw them out of their comfort zone a little bit. That may be a good thing or a bad thing. Everybody's got different preferences. This one really hit the adventurous color sweet spot for me because I tried and reviewed the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lip set, which I think went way on the other side for me. It was like a little too out there. I didn't see myself really getting a lot of use out of those shades. And then there were a bunch of other lip kits that bored the crap out of me. So this one really was the nice happy medium. Here's a little something that just like totally snuck into this video, and after seeing them and after trying them, I'm like, yep, this is a gift pick for sure. These new Sonia Kashuk brushes. These are from Target. Are these not the most brilliantly designed brushes out there? Oh, Love the gold. Listen, the ferrule is wrapped in gold rings. And then on the handles, you might be seeing all these itty bitty tiny gold stars, but there's no texture. It's completely smooth. And then you've got this nice like kind of end cap here with the SK logo on the bottom. This is just the 4-piece brush set. It's $29.99. There is a larger set, and I didn't love the handle design as much. I thought they looked just a little bit cheaper. They felt more lightweight, and I didn't find the whole set to actually be as versatile. Even though there were more brushes in the set, I didn't like all of those brushes as much as I like 100% all 4 of these. And I will also point out that there is a little brush cup as well. Same design on here. This is less than $20. It might be a nice way to round out a gift, but that's what those look like sitting in there. Now these do come to you clean. I've been using these, that's why they look dirty. But this one, great powder brush. Bronzer is probably my favorite way to use it. I'm really kind of liking a fuller brush now for bronzers, and this just makes it very easy. Really nice to get on the body too, down the neck. This brush, to look at it, you're gonna think that's gonna be something really light and fluffy. This is dense as heck, and I think they called this like the tapered foundation brush, and I did use this for my foundation all over my face today. It's so dense, it's so soft. Compare that to my Up and Up round foundation brush. See the size on this? This is like jumbo. I could see people just using this over their concealer, even using it as a contour. All of these brushes can go multiple directions for you. This one is my favorite. If this looks familiar, it's a lot like a brush from Tarte that I have raved about. It's kind of like a flat brush. It's pinched in right here at the ferrule. So you turn it sideways, see how they kind of tip back like that? But there's all this surface area. And I've loved the Tarte brush for either blending out concealer, particularly liquidy concealers, or really liquidy foundations. This is a great brush to just kind of stamp it all out, really maintain maximum coverage. This is super soft. It's only a little bit smaller than the Tarte one, so I love that that's in here. And then a brush unlike anything I own, this little guy. This is a contour brush, and I did use this to sculpt out my cheekbones today. You could use it for powder, you could use it for cream. You could work it down the nose, cheekbones. It's different, it's fun. It's not just like that classic face brush set where it's like, okay, you got your powder, your foundation, blah, blah, blah. Like everything in here is a little different twist, maybe with exception of your full powder brush. All these others are really kind of interesting and different. And I have one other little thing here that I want to mention along the lines of a high-end gift for someone. I wanted to include this because I thought it could really be a nice gift for anyone, and it's from Glossier, and it's the Moisturizing Moon Mask. This is my favorite mask. It's so cooling. If you like your mask to be an actual experience, you just don't want to feel like, okay, I currently have something goopy on my face and I'm just waiting to take it off before my skin can feel good. No, your skin feels good the entire time you're wearing this. And then even after you take it off, more moisturized skin, smoother skin. Again, it feels very cooled and refreshed. I was talking about this in my favorites, how this could be a nighttime ritual or a really nice morning ritual. I think prepping skin for makeup, if you had a big special occasion and you really wanted your skin to be top notch before makeup, this would be a nice thing to put on first. Did I even say the brand yet? It's Glossier. Glossier is the brand that makes this. It just looks like, I don't know, Cool Whip in there. If you wanted to grab something else from this site, I love the Rosewater Mist. That looks like this. This is my favorite kind of rosy face mist. Those two together would be awesome. Plus, I was just browsing the website the other day, and they have a little mask gift set. I think they put the mask in individual pods, and they give you a certain amount of this kind of mask and their other mask, which is like the Green Galaxy Greens or something like that. That mask is okay. I really don't like it as well as this one. Other people might experiment with them and decide differently, but this is my baby right here, and I do think these two together would be an awesome little skincare gift for anyone, regardless of their, skincare routine, who can't use a really luxurious pampering mask and a rose mist. Now, I promise I won't take too much more of your time, but I do want to mention some great under $25 things. One thing I mentioned recently in my haul, which I think is great, is this little set from Nivea, $8.99. You're getting 2 balms in here, the Kiss of Moisture, the Kiss of Care and Color, which is a berry shade. Those are full-size lip balms, by the way, so that's a lot in there for just $8.99. Great stocking stuffer. Also, Revlon has some neat little sets that are out. out, they've put their matte balms into this set along with a mirror. I love the Revlon matte balms. These are jumbo sticks and they just look beautiful on the lips. I don't think they over dry. I love the colors. You get 3 shades in here that look distinctly different from one another. Elusive is your soft pink, Passionate is your pinky berry, and then Fiery is kind of like a brownish neutral. And that little mirror has like a regular side and a magnified side, so a totally great purse product there. Like I said, I've got some super new NYX things coming in a future video, but a couple of the things that I've tried a little bit longer that I want to mention in this video: the Tricks of the Trade travel kit. Awesome gift for anybody that you want to gift like some makeup basics to, but like not your average makeup products. Give this to someone who's starting to get into makeup a little bit more, who maybe wants to step up their game with some new products. You're getting stuff like the Pore Filler Primer, a liquid illuminator, a setting mist. There's this really nice all-purpose like wear it all over argan balm, HD finishing powder, blush and bronzer, creme brulee butter gloss, which is a total winner. And of course you can take that inner packaging out and you're left with a really nice clear zip around bag. I was also extremely impressed with their latest Butt Naked palette, which is the Butt Naked underneath it all. Love these tones. They really took it in a much more colorful direction than the original one. Really great rust color in there, deep teal. You've got gold, silver, and then just when you're really impressed with the top part of the palette, the bottom drops down and you've got 4 blushes and 3 different tones of highlight. So light, almost white shimmer, a little bit more golden, and more pinky toned. Everything in here is really nicely pigmented, great quality. I think it's a very impressive value for $24.99. For around that price tag, you might see like massive generic sets, and at Walmart, let's say, go for something like this. It's not a massive, huge, sprawling kit, but it's the kind of compact thing that someone's going to continue to take with them and use. And plus, it's got this absolutely practical and wonderful mirror right here. Another couple of things from NYX that I was so happy with. I've got the Unraveled kit and the In Bloom kit. I am wearing the In Bloom palette on my eyes today. Yesterday I was playing around with this kit and I was looking at the back. How beautiful is that eye look with the olive on the lids and the pop of like copper on the lower lash line. Very, very impressed with this small palette. And then they give you a matte lipstick. This is in the shade Siren. You've got the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Black Bean. These jumbo pencils can make great bases. They just don't totally set, so I wouldn't advise wearing those without topping them off with a powder shadow. And they give you a black liquid liner. So this is my favorite of these two. I was really, I don't know, even more excited about the way my look turned out with this. Just the whole combination of products I thought was awesome, but I do want to show you, this is the In Bloom kit. Burgundy shadows, browns, golds. You get the matte nude lipstick, which is a very light peachy nude. It's not a shade that I would wear as is. I would definitely want to use a lip liner or maybe a gloss to kind of, I don't know, soften up that shade, make it a little more wearable. The Jumbo Pencil here is in Yogurt, which is kind of a shimmery pink tone shade, and then the liquid liner in Copper. This is what that sample looks like there. So I think a lot of people would like these shades as well, but this is just the one that really knocked my socks off. So I wanted to give you a couple mini reviews on those. So I really hope that gave you some ideas and maybe makes your holiday shopping a little bit easier depending on your price range, depending on the kinds of things you like to buy either for yourself or for somebody else. And I know many of you guys know this, but I just want to put it out there. I'm never like digging for something to talk about in this kind of a video just for the sake of having a holiday favorite or whatever. With this, I genuinely had a lot of things to talk about, and I was excluding things as I was trying to narrow down my list for like the best of the best. So thank you for watching. I'd love it if you give this video a thumbs up if it was useful, or share it with a friend who's trying to figure out what to buy for you, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.